Today, the boys are putting 3 crowdfunded gadgets to the test, pitching them to our professional chefs. But do the normals have the charm, the strategy, and the sales skills to turn their early investments, chosen and bought by them, into a deal worth more than what they paid?
Fits under the cloche.
What is it?
Is it giving Bluetooth speaker vibes?
It looks like it's got a little button on top.
Does it heat? Does it blow?
Does it open up?
Maybe.
First, to face the chefs, Jamie.
Chefs, I hope you brought your money with you because it's coming home with me. This is the Smoke Pub. They say it's the world's first electric smoker for spirits, delivering instant smoke and enhancing at least 60 cocktails per charge. Just add your favourite flavour of wood chips into the Smoke Pub and it will electrically deliver smoke into your cocktail, instantly providing flavour, theatre, aroma, and above all else, a greater drinking experience. Here we have 2 Manhattans. We'll use one as a control. Simply take off the lid. You have your centre where you can apply your wood chips. We have 2 different flavours, cherry and oak.
Surely cherry in our Manhattan.
A little spoonful of the wood chips.
Do they sell the chips?
They do sell the chips. They can sell up to 6 different flavours of chips, actually.
Presumably any chips that are cut fine enough would work.
McCain, skinny fries, crinkled cut, absolutely anything you want. Simply place on top of your glass, hold down to switch on. Once you have a green flashing light, press once.
You said theatre, there it is.
Instant smoke
cool.
added to your cocktail.
How long does it suggest you smoke for?
It automatically turns itself off for you after, I think it was about 10 seconds, wasn't it? Yeah,
Oh, that was literally 10 seconds.
That was about 10
and then you kind of
seconds.
keep it on for however long you want.
We can keep it on for however long we want, however long you want to intensify that flavour, the theatre, the aroma that is filling the room. Now I know what you're probably thinking is how much smoke is going in there, where I can tell you it's 0.001 metres cubed per second, which they say surpasses traditional devices.
It's interesting because the smoke's
Well, it's
stayed
really-
in there
yeah,
as well.
it's like
It's a heavy smoke.
Inverted cloud.
Easy to store, portable, perfect for any occasion, versatile enough to smoke whiskey, cocktails, even food. Chefs, I'd like to invite you into the kitchen, first to taste our 2 cocktails and also to try it with some food.
Ooh, smell it.
I can see it's in the air.
It's quite amazing how that's staying in there.
The experience it gives to the swill and the glass is probably enough. You're smelling smoke as you're tasting cocktail. Is the cocktail smoky? I don't think it really matters because it's all in the glass.
Here we have 2 traditional servings of beef tartare in a glass as a smoky experiment.
Push away, James.
Wait for the flashing green light.
It's very quiet.
Wow.
I can see this working in kitchens, dining rooms, bar setups, parlours. It'll even work in the smoking room.
Oh, it's really smoky.
I'm impressed. It's the perfect toy for the keen foodie. The before and after.
It's really fast as well.
Yeah. Worlds apart.
Oh yeah.
I'm impressed and I can see a number of applications for it. And it is so compact that if you've got friends over for drinks and cocktails, everyone can have a go themselves because it's idiot-proof. We didn't even replace the chips in between and that's got plenty more chipping to go.
Yeah.
So you can literally let people craft and shape their own. Or on the bar, you've got control for the theatre.
Before the chefs reveal their offers, it's time to dive even deeper into the details.
The only last thing that I'll mention is that it has a built-in gas power source, which accelerates the smoke diffusion, which quickly fills the glasses. It also has a built-in flame for safer operation, a magnetic safety cover that automatically extinguishes the flame when opened.
And in terms of funding, so far?
There's been just over $750,000 pledged so far.
From just seeing its use here, it does kind of like warrant replacing a smoke gun potentially, because it's just really easy to use. It's really simple.
And even more compact in the same kind of spaces I imagine they're used It's small bar areas, private dining spaces, it's bougie city flats where there isn't enough space for all of your toys, but that is nice and compact, would sit on your cocktail shelf with your nice glasses and your nice apparatus.
So chefs, obviously I have already backed this as part of a crowdfunding campaign. I would like you to make me an offer based on how much you think it's worth, and I'm going to try and make sure that you get as close to what I paid, hopefully even above. Chefs, reveal your offers in 3, 2, 1.
125. What?
You don't get to sit in this chair unless you know what you're talking about. I feel like the theatre and the experience is what an entire generation are looking for at the moment. You pay an awful lot for quality theatrical cocktails out. I think you actually pay even more to cut above that and get quality without the novelty of theatre. I think it's delivering on a really excellent product.
I think I went slightly higher than I might expect it to retail at, because it's crowdfunding. That if you spend £125 on it, you'll probably get use out of it if you're a cocktail enthusiast.
Now I have to ask, does one of you want this more than the other? Because you've both given the same price as an offer, and I'm not seeing much differences between the experience and the expertise that's going to come along with you.
I took 2 away from you and added 0.
Oh, £150. Oh, I really like it, but I don't think I'd pay more than 150 quid for it.
Chefs, thank you very much for your offers. Ben, it's been a pleasure doing business with you. We'll reveal the prices that we paid at the end of the video so you can figure out whether you got a deal or I've got a deal.
Do you reckon it's got vibrations or a sieve inside?
Up next to pitch, Barry.
Jeez.
Hello chefs. Today I present to you Greater Rain. They say there's nothing greater than greater rain. Effortlessly grate hard cheeses, chocolate and more with a tool engineered for smooth, mess-free results every time. Precision crafted and built to last, Greater Rain is perfect for those who demand quality and innovation in every tool. It comes in 3 parts. Firstly, you have the stand. You then have the motor and where you keep your cheese or chocolate inside. This part is easily stored in the fridge, and the motor can be stored in the stand with a nifty little hole for you to put your cable. To insert the cheese, just unlock the top, tip, pull, and then insert your cube of cheese.
That's a big cube of cheese.
It looks quite satisfyingly made.
I'd be quite impressed if it works.
Then take the spring-loaded cartridge, push down, turn,
Seamless.
push down, turn, and your cheese is locked in place. Take your motor, put back on the top, put it, then put the lid back on, turn, and you're ready to grate. Pop the bottom off, simply by one push of a button, you have grated cheese.
It would have been nice if you thought about a plate for that, wouldn't it?
And there you have Greater Rain. Chefs, would you like to have a go yourselves?
Absolutely.
I mean, you made it look easy.
Please take a look.
Additional blades.
Oh, that's cool.
While you have a look, I'm just going to prepare a risotto for you.
Now you have my attention.
To show how versatile this thing is, we're going to switch out the blades. So we have shavings of Parmesan over our risotto.
Okay.
You'll find the rest of the attachments hidden away in the cap. It should be so obvious, I'll leave you to it.
Motor.
Store that in there. Oh, yeah, spring.
Spring-loaded cheese.
It's a good spring. I think it's that way.
That screws back
That goes with that. So that is screwed back in. That goes in there.
That coils back in place as well. It all feels like it's got a good click, a good,
It's heavy,
a
yeah.
good build, a good tight mechanism.
It's a little bit plasticky, but it is heavy. It's like weighty.
Shavings of
That
Parmesan.
works. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. There's enough tension on the spring to force it through the sharp blade.
It's a little bit of an odd shape, but in terms of like actual eating and texture, that's pretty good.
I just quite like the fact the whole thing can now go back in the fridge.
It's a single-use product, but a grater is a single-use product, and that's okay. Is it doing a better job than a hand grater would do?
That's my thinking. I think that is a really good bit of kit that is very directional, makes less mess than grating because it kind of pushes it where it needs to go. But unlike a grater, it's a one-trick pony.
I was always very surprised of how excited you guys were by the pepper cannon, because for me that felt over-engineered and needless, but you all loved it, which I assume you'd be the same for this.
I think the pepper cannon is brilliant because it does one thing and it claims to do one thing, and you don't have to keep emptying it to put something new into it.
You're just assigning that a problem because he's mentioned chocolate, but if he just mentioned Parmesan, would you still have that same problem?
No, I think if that was just my hard cheese cannon, grater, I think like with so many of these kitchen gadgets, if you have the dexterity to grate with a microplane, I think this is probably a waste of time. Have a small Tupperware container in the fridge, away you go.
So now having tested it and you had your thoughts, would you guys be prepared to make an offer? They had a goal of $8,000 to raise for this, but they actually got pledged $188,000. Please reveal your prices. 3, 2, 1, 45 and £80 for this.
I think I'm putting it in the same dangerously expensive food hobbyist bracket that the pepper cannon was in at several £100s. I reckon this is sitting
Several £100s.
Yeah, just to emphasise this.
That was £199.
This was £200 for the pepper cannon. I can't accept 45. That's almost insulting. Would you be prepared to raise your investment?
Yeah, okay, I'll go 85.
Well, Edwards, will you go higher than 85 for this spectacular piece of engineering?
I can't remember off the top of my head, but I could probably have 2 microplanes for that. You can go with him and his expertise or me and my marketing blag, because at the moment I feel like you need to really upsell this.
Thank you very much for your offers, but of course, James, I'm going to have to go with your offer. Pleasure doing business with you.
Ooh.
It's a dishwasher.
Solo dishwasher.
Last to face the chefs, Mike.
Hello, chefs! Saving the best till last, I have and present to you the Capsule Personal Dishwasher 2.0. So the Capsule Solo is the world's most smallest and fastest dishwasher. Easy to set up, requires no plumbing, although you can plumb it if you wish. With a fast 15-minute wash cycle, it fits large kitchenware, sterilises at 75 degrees centigrade, and it dries. Capsule simplifies daily cleanup while using much less water and energy than traditional methods.
Locked in.
You're locked in. You've made me an offer.
Yeah. This is what the world's missing.
What do you mean?
There are so many places in and out of the kitchen that don't have space for an under-counter dishwasher. If this fits, and we will see, a selection of small plates, bowls, cups and cutlery, I think I'm on board.
Would you like to come in and explore?
Yeah.
So let me introduce you to the front panel. Obviously, let's turn this on.
Oh.
You have your large LED timer here, which you can adjust. You have your quick wash, which is at a heat of 75 degrees C. If you go to a longer, slower cook at 30 minutes, that reduces the temperature down to 50 for delicates like chopping boards and wine glasses, etc. You then have a variety of deeper, longer cleans, all the way up to a 2-hour and 32-minute cycle for really stubborn pans and greasy pots.
The midweek shower versus the long soak at a weekend.
You also do have a long eco mode, which uses less water, less electricity, but it is longer at 2 hours and 46. It also has a fruit washing function for washing your fruit. And on the back, you have 2 tubes, one that leads to the water tank that you'll fill, and the other leading to a tube where your dirty water will be emptied into a bucket. Open up, have a look around. I've got attachments as well for you to play with.
How much space are we playing with, James?
As you'd expect, not an awful lot, but enough. It feels sturdy, and it looks very much like a dishwasher. An annoying thing about a dishwasher is that it takes a long time to fill it, and by the time you fill it, all your crockery is gone. So this is ideal.
You also have an insert tray at the top for cutlery if you wish.
More cutlery. This is what? This is utensils?
That can be cutlery as well, but if you need more space,
Nice.
comes with a variety of inserts.
That's cool.
And your fruit washing basket. So I provided a variety of dirty plates, pans, and cutlery for us to run it on a speed cycle at 15 minutes to see whether you're impressed.
Oh, is it gonna fit?
People are going to judge you for your
Just fit.
dishwasher racking techers.
I know.
Regular room temperature water in the tank on this side.
Take your dishwasher detergent and fill the detergent square
No.
on the lid.
What?
Yes. So you literally just squidge it all in that square.
Right, shall I?
Flip, close, play. So now those are...
Oh, I'm excited.
Hang on.
Whoa! Yes. So some of the marketing claims from the company can fit in any space: a kitchen counter, office canteen, caravan, anywhere that you don't have a plumbed-in dishwasher or the space for a traditional sized dishwasher. Claims to use 1/10 of the water, 1/3 of the power, and 1/4 of the cost of washing by hand.
I think that's similar to regular dishwashers, right? They're much more efficient than washing by hand.
I like the application of where this would fit. Lots of places that don't have current plumbing or drainage, and you'd have to literally build in extra pipe work and whatever.
Obviously you can plumb it in, but I don't ever want that sitting permanently somewhere with a bucket and this and lots of wires and tubes and stuff. Is that done then?
Let's open it. Well,
I'm
actually,
nervous to
Evans,
open
why
it.
don't you lift the dirty bowl?
So we put 3 jugs in.
Yes.
But actual fact, there's probably a whole jug left.
It's
That was
about
more of
done
us
by the
panicking
time,
in case it
yeah.
was running out. So 2 jugs of water, really.
That is dirty.
And dirty, greasy water has come out.
Something has happened in there.
How hot, and will it instantly dry as well off that basis?
It's hot.
Okay. That was a particularly... I did not rinse anything off so that
think
we could
these-
genuinely
yeah.
see what it's capable of.
These dishes were very dirty and very dried on.
Like, they're hot, so what we're happy is they're sterile clean. Like, that went
Yeah, they are
way
definitely
above sterilisation heat. They're
So
still
this-
It's a bit
hot.
cheeky where I put that as well.
just-
That wasn't good dishwasher
Told you it's all about the
stuff.
stacking.
That's good.
The spoons that had light dirt and coverage, clean. The plate which had dried on stuff,
It's a good effort.
Yeah,
not completely.
It's a good effort,
plate that
I mean,
had...
that's clean, and that was so dried on.
and that was, to be fair, is never going to do
This
in a
is never
15-minute
gonna do
cycle.
it, yeah.
We have an industrial professional dishwasher upstairs that does really quick, like 5-minute cycles, and that is not enough to clean tannins and stuff on tea and coffee cups and stuff like that. So a quick cycle will never do that, but presumably the longer cycle will help it to
Really
soak.
clean. I think I like it.
Okay, so on that note, let's quickly get you sat down and talking about price. Well, chefs, it's not only you who saw the appeal of this item. The campaign goal was to raise £8,000, and they did in fact end up raising £622,592. Would you like to make me an offer of what you think this is worth?
This is a hard one.
I like it a lot. It functions and it does something that doesn't currently exist on the market. I worry about its use case. It's too small for a professional setup, so it has to be personal circumstance.
My question is it more expensive than a traditional dishwasher because it's compact, or is it less expensive? I can't work that out. I can't figure it out.
Let's reveal your prices in 3, 2, 1.
I think it's vastly more expensive than a regular dishwasher.
350. I saw just less.
999.
I think it's vastly
So
more
you
expensive.
think they wanted 8 backers total to begin with?
I have a very simple question for you, James. Are you willing to go above £1,000?
Just no way you could be selling that for £1,000. I'm sorry, like, I could go higher than this. I could be tempted, but not higher than that.
You think that this is for sale for that?
No, this is what I think you backed it for.
Well, it goes without saying, Ebbers, I accept your offer. What an absolute pleasure it has been doing business with you. Right, shall we get the others in and we can reveal whether you got a bargain or got shafted?
I'm excited for this.
Who's ready for a little buyer's remorse?
First up was the fantastically named Smoke Pub. Ben, we struck a deal at £150. I backed the Smoke Pub for £49.42, which gives me 200% increase.
Wow, that's good value.
That's great value.
Now for the greater rain, James and I, we struck a deal at £85 for the
did.
greater rain. I can reveal that I paid £107 for the greater rain, so it's a loss of about 20% or so.
Got a bargain.
Nicely done.
Right, come on, I'm excited for this one. I want to know how much Ben's lost.
And Ebbers, we struck a deal for the Lock Capsule dishwasher at £999. I paid £234, which is 320% profit.
I say if you want something, steam in and get it. Don't give the
He
opportunity.
literally doesn't care.
It's not real money. It literally says specimen on it.
Oh, it's got what on it?
Use your imagination!
And I genuinely think all three gadgets are really interesting. I do think, out of all of them, Jamie's, yours remains the most interesting and delivers above and beyond what it promises, whereas the other two are clutching a bit.
I agree, I really like that one.
Well, over to you in the comments. What did you think of our crowd-funded gadgets?
And if you have any gadgets of your own that you want to pitch to our chefy dragons, then please send them our way.
And give us a like.
Yeah, definitely give it a like if you like this.
Honestly, loads more cash here. Loads more.
Ben will buy it no matter what.